Named your tab, jacked my style, built nothing real, it's been a while.
Based on the title of this video, you probably know what I'm about to talk about, or maybe you don't. Friend AI released this trailer. I'm not actually going to make you suffer through watching it. It's a hard watch, but I really want to watch this one part because I think it perfectly encompasses what this business is. Let's jump into that.
Really nice up here. How'd you find this place?
I don't know. I just kind of like to come up here to be by myself. I've never brought anybody else. I mean, besides her.
She goes everywhere with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess I must be doing something right then.
I guess so. We'll see.
Yeah. That's not awkward at all. And the internet disagrees with me because that has 8.8 thousand dislikes. Not as many views as you'd think, but this really blew up on Twitter where people were just question marking. This came out about a week ago. What is this product? Who thinks we actually need this? I was interested and I was like, okay, who came up with this product? Who is it? And the guy behind it is the COVID era whiz kid. You love to hear about the COVID era. He's back, baby, and he brought a friend. The wearable companion that's always listening for $99. And this guy, this gentleman, is called Avi Schiffmann. So Avi Schiffmann, you've probably seen his profile picture on Twitter. He's pretty big on Twitter, and he always has viral tweets about 5 reasons ChatGPT. Like, he's the threads kind of guy. He's the kind of guy who tweets shit like this. At least 10% of America will consider AI a friend by the end of the decade. And I think he's serious, which is crazy. If I have so many problems with this statement, you can watch the video I made on character AI. I think it summarizes a lot of what's going on, and I think it's a problem, and I'll put that right here somewhere. Avi Schiffmann, how did he get here? So if you've ever seen this site, he actually was the creator of this back during COVID. When it was at its peak. I mean, obviously it's still ongoing, but when it was in epidemic state, he made this site and was celebrated by Dr. Fauci and a bunch of Americans. I was like, oh, this is so helpful. Thank you. And you could see on the About Us page that this was his original claim to fame while he was in high school still, which is crazy. I think this was super impressive, and I don't want to take away from him. I remembered something else. I was like, wait a minute. I have seen this guy and an AI wearable, not now, a week ago, but like a year or two ago. And I was like, I'm not crazy, right? So I look into it and I find this article. The Harvard dropout Avi Schiffmann is making an AI-powered wearable mom. That doesn't sound like a friend anymore. And I was like, okay, there was a different business. I'm not crazy. And then I found this, well, who is this? Fast Company article about Tab AI. And that's when it clicked. This was his original business, Tab AI. A pin like this, which has a built-in AI that you can talk to, and it's basically a secretary that you can tell to do things. And I was like, yeah, I remember this thing. Not only do I remember this thing, I remember it being about $600. I don't know if I can find the price here, but I have, yes, right here. So they were selling at $600 a piece. And I don't know if you remember from the video, we were just saying that the new one is $99. So I think he realized that the grift isn't going to work. Oh, sorry. And a $50 a month, which includes a year of the $50 a month subscription. Just, we'll get to my point. So I can really corroborate the fact that, yeah, this guy was working on a business, Avi Schiffmann, called Tab AI. Let me go to their website. So we're on their website, and you might be saying, Alex, can you scroll please a little bit? I want to look at their website. This is it. I'm not kidding. This is their whole site. There's nothing to do. You'll see this pre-order button, right? This is Tab AI. No longer taking orders, Avi. So it takes you to some straight page. It's just a page with a couple pictures of some mock-ups of a pin, and no more pre-orders. That's where Tab AI is today. And I was like, what actually happened? I saw he made $100,000 in pre-orders. The only article I can find is from Times of India talking about I'll show you guys this. Here. Schiffmann introduced a $600 pendant called Tab. This article is about how he started Friend, the AI necklace worth $99. Despite receiving approximately 100,000 pre-orders, Schiffmann pivoted to focus on friends. Customers who pre-ordered Tab can now either switch to friend or request a refund. First of all, what about the $500 difference? Not addressed. Reflecting his adaptability and commitment. This is obviously a paid for article that's like buttering him up, but I cannot find evidence of this anywhere. If anyone in the comments does find anything, I'd love to hear. But I don't know where he actually is offering these refunds for Tab. But you can see how much money he poured into Tab. $1.9 million raised, 100,000 in pre-orders, blah, blah, blah. Got rid of it, moved to friend because he realized, oh, the loneliness epidemic, I can hop on that. And my favorite part about this business, and we're going to crescendo in a second here, is that he allegedly got 2.5 million in funding. I don't know if that's alleged or I didn't confirm that, but sounds good to me. And what I heard, or what this article is saying, is that he spent $1.8 million of his 2.5 million buying the domain friend.com. And if that doesn't tell you that he's committed to providing a great product, I don't know what does. 80% of his funding was spent on a domain name. I don't actually think it's that bad because it's like, it'll hold value, maybe. It's just his priorities aren't in the right place. You don't need friend.com. You could have got friendwearable.com. No one cares. It's a flex. So yeah, now we have this new $99 service device. And I can't help but feel that this is just another one of the grifts. And if we want to talk about grifters, it's very clear that the crypto grifters have now arrived into AI, and it's been a while. There isn't direct evidence of Avi Schiffmann being a crypto grifter. I don't think he is necessarily. It's just the overall sentiment that I think is really bothering me. And the CEO of Google DeepMind said the same thing. The AI industry is just full of hype and grifters. And if you're not familiar with what a grifter is just a scammer, a con artist, or someone who, like Logan Paul, top tier grifter. And I feel like this persona of person jumps from one wave of get rich quick scheme to another. You'll see that from drop shipping to crypto to now AI, basically just doing a ChatGPT wrapper around anything. And this is happening all over the AI industry with these wearables. I mean, we just saw this Rabbit R1. This is literally a nothing burger of a product. This thing is an Android OS plastic device with this little scroll wheel. It looks pretty, but it doesn't do anything. And if you want a video that dives a little bit deeper into the history of this company and why it's pretty sketchy, I think CoffeeZilla made a fantastic video. The product itself isn't, well, it kind of is a scam in my opinion, but the history of this company is they were a crypto company before that closed up shop and tried to avoid paying out a lot of people who got rugged. The other example of this is this guy, the Humane AI pin. This was making the rounds on Twitter when MKBHD was talking about it. This thing essentially also is very, very oversold, underdelivered, which is a key thing that keeps happening in this space. And I also would recommend the MKBHD video on this thing, and also a video that released recently was Danny Gonzalez. I think did a phenomenal video using the Humane AI pin. Also check this out. But I also made a video about a software version of this called Character AI, which I think is in the same vein of like trying to take advantage of this loneliness epidemic by feeding AI to people who probably are just going to get worse using it. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about Friend AI and how I have very little confidence that this business will be a success. I don't think anyone wants to be seen walking around with a necklace. I think the whole thing is really stupid. Just wait for an MKBHD video on it. If he says it's good, buy it. I do want to finish off with one final thing, which is a diss track that another wearable AI guy made. He also built another wearable called Friend. And I think the context here is that Avi wanted to say fuck you to this guy, so he bought the friend.com domain name. Listen, I'm not too deep in the nerd lore, but this diss track is incredible. Let's listen.
Yo, I'm Nick, and for those who don't know, I built Friend. Renamed your tap, jacked my style, built nothing real, it's been a while. Investor cash, you burn it quick, I'm grinding hard, tracks in my peak. Don't pay game, where is the proof? All your grass no roof. I'm the founder, hardware in hand, user Shishiero can't understand. Ivy your jokes, spend a meal on a name, can't ship a thing, just Twitter fame. Brain and yours, running my wave, open source fam, digging your grave. Take a seat, Ivy, learn the grind, you're wasting cash, I'm building in time. Respect the game, respect the source, I'm the real friend, the AI force. Yo.
And on that note, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that video. Peace. If you like this video, like and subscribe. If I said anything wrong, please correct me in the comments. I appreciate it. Okay, bye. Later.